I figured I'd start recording one, but to do respective Tommorow PGF hunt 2020 now. This never gets any easier. It's just a grind. The worst grind I've ever played in any game. Easily. Trying to build as much photon blast power as I can. Because by the time we get to Olga at the end, I should be close to 100. Done this a few times now. It's pretty boring though. I don't even bother with Christmas presents anymore. Unless they're really in my way. And I'm not going to get that one. The guys did though. Apparently they still care. I get 3 on my menu. This guy will die before he gets around. There we go, we got him. It saves about, I'd say at least 30 seconds to a minute off our time. We're usually getting to Olga within 13 minutes, thereabouts. Not an average crew though. And off the boat we go. You know, everybody says bad things about, you know, time attack. But in reality, I mean, we all kind of do it. We all want to have the most efficient time to be able to make our hunts more efficient. Better chance of getting loot. Now, there is a point where it becomes a little bit insane. We don't cross that level. I don't care about the game enough, I guess. Teach their own. Coming up here, if we time it right, it'll actually pretty neat. I'll attack to the left. It'll kill the robots. And the guy in the middle will get held. There you go, perfect. Coming up here, there's going to be a Del Saber coming at us. Usually try to confuse them a little bit just to kind of screw them up. He'll jump, I'll turn around, and I'll miss. Sometimes happens. The auto lock for enemies here is a little strange. Sometimes you'll lock onto something that's a little bit closer to the front of you that you're not actually aiming at. And let's kill the robots. There they go. Baran's is bed to spawn. Freeze him, and they'll melt him. There we go. Next boss coming up. This guy's a cakewalk, though. It's just a variation of the original dragon. Still remember playing this guy when it first came out. I couldn't believe how good this looked. Time has passed. I will say that I'm not a big fan of RNG in any system. I don't believe that you should have to do hundreds of runs in order to get anything in any game. Unfortunately, with this game, there's no real substats to weapons, I guess, so they have to lock it down that way. Crazy drop rates. But I do wish there was some way to redeem tokens or tickets or something like that to be able to get the higher end items, because there's no reason that a person that's level, say 100, just starting off, should come and join one of our games after I've done 250 runs and he gets the item that I've been trying to get the whole time, and he doesn't even know what it is. And that's why you see a lot of locked rooms here. It is frustrating in the end. You know, we all try to be patient and help people, but in the end, you know, this is a loot-based game. So people take it personally. I wouldn't take it personally. I've been locked out of plenty of rooms, especially starting off. The reason we divide up here, these spawns are a little weird. They're timed and they're all over the place. So we try to split up. 2 in the water, 2 on the beach. It's pretty good. Do it that way. Use hell weapons with high hit. The V502 gives us more of an ability to actually proc our hell weapons. Get pretty excited over a photon drop. And we got a banner. And it's just happy hours. So far, this happy hour, we haven't stopped running. And yeah, 2 hours into it and no drops for anyone that have procced a banner. Try to be patient, but my god, this is difficult. And some people, like I said, will just get on and bam, they get to what they want, and it's nothing to it. But I guess the rush of finally getting something that you want is what keeps us coming back. If we got everything right away, it'd be kind of boring. But then again, there should be some type of middle ground. I had suggested that happy hour be basically gotten rid of and make the drop rates a little bit better. Get rid of happy hour. You know, in the end, it'll probably be about the same amount of loot. But at least it won't be the happy hour hunters that always get what they want, which is one of my biggest pet peeves here. I don't think that somebody who plays 3 hours a day should have more loot than somebody who plays 8, just because they don't play in happy hour. It seems pretty silly to me. Unfortunately, the people that control that are the ones that are getting all the loot during those happy hours. Do you think it's going to change? Hell no. No chance. That was not what I thought. Drop that. This guy's pretty easy with Dark Meteor. We've got 3 of them here. They'll come through. There'll be so much damage, they'll actually damage cancel as he goes through. You'll see his life bar go down and then it'll skyrocket back up. Unfortunately, that happens when you hit same hit points at the same time. Just old code. I'll turn around to try to get optimal damage. Just not bad. I've taken them down much further before. Down to half. And we could be using Cellular here, but honestly it's a waste of time. He's gonna die here in a second anyways. Fortunately he's at a range. And he's dead. It's a quirky game. A lot of weird things happen. Mainly because this was made back when there was telephone modems. I always kick these boxes just in case, you never know. I got a 90 hit staff in one of those one time. Actually, it's weird because my highest hit weapons that have naturally dropped have been out of boxes. So a lot of people skip by them. That's why that item reader is so useful. I'm not picking up garbage all the time. When I first started, I was. Hell is especially effective against these boxes, but not so much against the blue gods that are about to spawn. The Sinozoas. And for some reason the Morphos that are about to be seen are still buffed, which really sucks because they hurt. I'm trying as best I can to try to get up to 100 before we get to Olga, so that the guys can donate and we can get a better attack and defense. Run ahead, I'm going to hit this chainsaw to get a little bit more PB. There we go. Now up here is a Del Biter, I believe they call it. He does some weird stuff. And he hit us, but I wanted to get hit, so it's all good. And he's dead. Now, in this part you would normally hell, but because I'm trying to build, I don't want to hell. I want to build some PB. And I almost got to 100 where I'm trying to get to, and there we go. Done. Now I can switch to hell. And it's already dead. Alright, so here we go. Another attempt. That's all it is an attempt. I would actually jump for joy if I friggin' got one. For once, I just want to get a drop without having to do 5 million runs. I've never had a PGF drop. And people complain they don't get them dropped the first year, maybe even the second. But when you're getting up to your 4th year and you've never had one, there's something very wrong. And it's just another DM spam boss. If you have one. I used a Rhinoth 5 for a long time. Actually, I found that it was probably a bit quicker at taking him down. During his first phase anyways, not his second. But it was fully maxed. So here we go, here comes the DM spam. Before he even drops, he'll be down more than half. There you go, he's down to a quarter. And he's dead. The thing about Olga in that phase is he has multiple hit points. And if you have an infinite vertical weapon, or a AoE weapon, it will hit most of them. DM preferred because it has that lingering effect where it kind of just stays in place. And here we go. And it's time to attack him. It's important to wait those few seconds. He will do a divine punishment right away, have full power, and it's enough to kill most people. Not so much of a big deal in respect to Tommorow because it's not like World of Illusion. You can die and people can revive you. Less pressure. But here it comes. I'll heal myself. And it didn't take much because it was dead. There we go. Another shot. Another attempt. Full RT. I figured I'd record one. Who knows, somebody might get one. I don't even know why I do this. Guillaume's got hit. And 0 again. But did anybody get one? Oh my god. Well, and that's how it goes. Till next time, folks.